Welcome, new Emerald coaches, to Team Pursuit. I am so excited to be talking to you right now. I'm so proud of you guys. It was not long ago myself that I was an Emerald coach, and I was an Emerald coach for quite a while, and it's such an amazing rank advancement. It's the first in Beachbody. A lot of people will tell you it's the easiest to achieve, but that's not always the case. If you sign your spouse, then signing one more person sometimes can be easy, but sometimes we struggle at it, and especially if we're new to the business. I know for me, network marketing and selling of any kind was so taboo that it was kind of a struggle for me to hit that mark. But I'm so proud of you that you have, and I'm so excited for you. Many of you have taken Coach Basics at least once. That is super awesome, and you learn so much from the Coach Basics. But I would highly recommend that now that you are an Emerald coach, that you sincerely think about taking that training again. It is free. It's pretty much run the same way it was as you just took it, but you will absorb more the second time around. Now that you've reached that milestone, you will be able to get a lot more out of it. So I highly recommend that you reach out to me, and let's get you started on taking that again. I've had a few questions. I'm hoping to address them for you. The first one was coach placement. So now you've got a coach on each leg, and a lot of you are saying, okay, now if I'm getting ready to sign another coach, where should I put them? So first and foremost, there's a great video on our Coach Bootcamp page. Most of you should be added to that. If you're not on it, please let me know, and I'll make sure you get on that, and I'll tag you in that post. Just reach out to me and let me know. It's a great video that really kind of explains better than I can about your coach placement and where you want to put people. But in a nutshell, basically, now that you are balanced and you have one on each leg, you're going to start qualifying for your cycle bonuses, which I know you heard about in Coach Basics. At an Emerald level, they are $14. I know most people are like, 14 bucks, it's 14 bucks. But you don't just get $14, you get $14 every time you cycle. And to cycle, you need a certain amount of PV, which is point volume. And you get your PV by people purchasing things from you or getting their Shakeology every month. So, that being said, you have a left leg and a right leg. I've explained that to most of you that way. The better way to explain it now that we're an Emerald and you're moving forward is you have a strong leg and a weak leg. So that really depends on where you are in my downline. So if you're not sure, and most of you probably don't know, just reach out to me and I'll let you know. Some of you are on my right and my left. So those of you that are on my strong leg, your strong leg is going to be, just like mine, built for you. So Kelly, me, everybody above us, we're all putting people onto your strong leg for you. Your PV should be very good at this point, and you really don't have to worry about what's going on that side. I know that even for me this week, my right leg PV, which is my strong leg, was like 12 or 1300 PV, which you never have to worry. That has to be 200. You have to hit 200 PV on that leg, and we were obviously well over that. Your left leg, or my left leg, which is my weak leg, is the team that you're going to build, the coaches that you want to start putting there. Now, you are going to toggle back and forth. You are going to want to put people on your other leg, but for right now, at the level that you're at, you really want to start building up your weak leg. Again, some of you, that will be your left, some will be your right. Reach out to me and I'll let you know, strong or weak. But you want to start building your weak leg. And the reason for that is that you need to hit at least 100 PV, which is point volume, on your weak leg, and 200 on your strong leg to be able to cycle. Now, I can tell you that what creates a cycle, obviously, or PV, is when people get their Shakeology or they purchase something. So you need to have people getting their Shakeology every week. You know, you have to have, you know, if you've got 4 coaches and they're each getting it on a different week, they each get it. So I can tell you this, as a diamond coach, I make $18 a cycle, and last week alone I cycled 5 times. So you can do the math, and it's not, again, thousands of dollars. But let me tell you that that little bit of money is really nice to have every week. Some weeks I'll cycle twice, some weeks I'll cycle 10 times. It depends on how many coaches you have and how quickly they're getting there, or how frequently they're getting their Shakeology. So that kind of, again, in a nutshell, without confusing you too much, I don't have the graphics that they have in Coach Basics to explain that, but you want to start building up your weak leg. So reach out to me, I'll let you know which leg you want to build up. What I would recommend for right now is that you put at least your next 2 or 3 coaches onto your weak leg. Then we will maybe put 1 on your strong, then go back and build up your weak leg again, so that you're getting more of your PV on the weak leg, because your strong leg over time is going to build, and you're not going to have to necessarily worry about hitting that 200 there. It's going to be there for you all the time. to start earning your cycles. That's what we want to do. Now, the only catch-22 to that, or the only change I would tell you to make, is if you do have someone that is interested in the business. As an Emerald coach now, you are going to continue to form, you're going to continue to invite, you're going to continue to want to sign discount coaches. But the other thing that you want to start doing in your business as an Emerald coach is to start thinking about business partners. And this was tough for me. This was tough for me because I love the idea of discount coaches. I love the idea of them getting their Shakeology at the cheapest price they could, and that trust was there, and they loved it, and a few people were thinking about they might want to talk about it to their family and friends. But getting to the point where you start reaching out to people and start thinking about adding them to the business scared the hell out of me. So you will go through some training on that, and we have some great advice for you as well. But think about the people that are in your circle of friends, in your network of friends, great leaders, people that are great and people follow them and they listen to them and they take their advice. Those are the people you might want to start approaching, not necessarily on a Shakeology level or a Beachbody level, but more about the business. And we have a great video for that. I can send it to you that talks about the business. I've only had a few people that have signed up strictly because they want to work the business. Everybody else really has gone from discount coach into it because they see the benefit of it. So you don't have to get too crazy about that right now, but it's something to think about as who you might want to add as a business partner, who you might want to talk to and say, I'm doing this, I love it, my business is going to be growing, I want to bring you in with me. So think about those things. But if you do have someone that you think is going to work the business or might want to work the business or even thinking about that, then you may want to put them on your strong leg. And there's reasons for that we can get into as far as what happens when you're a diamond coach. You need to start kind of leveling out and having equal amounts of coaches on either side. So we can talk about that too. So that's pretty much it for those recommendations. I had a coach that reached out to me today. She is a new coach. She's a friend of mine, a great friend of mine, an old friend of mine, and she just signed up 2 weeks ago. So she's definitely thinking about doing the business, and her question was, I have a person that I work with, and she has a lot of health issues, and I know that Shakeology would be a life changer for her. How do I bring this up? What do I say? So all I can really recommend to you is invite, 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 invite. Share and invite. So that's the most important thing. We have our free challenge groups every month. We have our free clean eating, which is huge every single month. We want you guys under us to add people to them regardless of whether they're going to buy now, they're thinking about it, they're not, they're just interested. They just want to look around. They just want to try to get healthy. I've had so many people lose weight and just feel genuinely better from doing our clean eating groups, and they still haven't purchased anything. They just really love being part of it, getting the shopping list and doing the shopping and eating clean. And that over time, I know, is going to amount to something because we're dropping little hints about Shakeology and the workouts and stuff in that group. So invite them, invite them, invite them. Just keep inviting, and it's free. So let them know they don't have to be doing a Beachbody program. They don't have to be drinking Shakeology. We recommend it for their best results, but they don't have to be. And we would love to get them added into those groups. So I post and I private message people all the time. Hey, we're starting another challenge group. I would love to add you to it. It's a free accountability motivation. It's great. We keep each other in line and we keep each other motivated. And so invite, invite, invite. Share, 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 share. The other thing, the last thing too, I don't know if any of you received when you got your welcome packet, when you first signed up and got your challenge pack, if you received these Shakeology threefold little pamphlets. If you did not receive them, please reach out to me. I have a ton of them. I would love to send you some. But these are great if you have them. You might have put them in a drawer, stuck them away. We were thinking today, and I was talking today about one of our upline coaches, Tony Furtado. If you don't follow him on Facebook, I would highly recommend that you follow him. He is amazing, and he's personable. And when I had struggles in my business and in my personal life, Tony has been one who is so motivating, and I can private message him and he sends a voice chat back, and he's totally Boston, and he's badass, and he's awesome. And Tony is great. And when Tony got started, he was working at a school up in the Boston area, and he pretty much gave his 1 year notice, and people said, you're crazy, you're never gonna be able to do this. And he has made an amazing career out of this. But he started with Shake and Share. So he would take his bags of Shakeology, take the packets, go to people's houses after school, and he would make shakes for everybody and have them try them. So it got me thinking this morning of all the groups that we might be a part of, our church groups. I know so many of you are busy moms like me, and you're sitting on the football field for 2 hours every night, and you're chit-chatting with other parents, and some some of you may be thinking like, how do I bring this up? Or I would love to talk to them about this, but I do the same thing. I bring my Shakeology cup, but I never think to say anything unless someone says, hey, what's Shakeology? Or I've heard about that, what, you know. So maybe Shake and Share is something you may want to start thinking about in your business. Maybe think about the groups that you're involved in, the PTA or the church groups or another workout group that you're involved in. You go to the gym and you take a class with everybody. Maybe Shakeology is something you might want to think about introducing to them that way. And you may want to use your own personal stash. Just make a few shakes up and in a blender and share them with everybody. Give everybody a shot glass full of them and they can see the taste or the flavor. You may want to purchase some samples and do it that way, some packets in the combo box if you have the funds to do that. I know when I started I didn't, and that's okay. But if your husband hasn't ordered a sample pack and you have him as a coach under you, or you haven't ordered a sample pack, maybe you want to do that. Maybe you want to spend the $25 and order yourself just a 6-pack of samples, and you want to go ahead and do that. You can only order those samples once per account, but you could order one for you and one for your husband, and you could share them. You can, you know, make the packets and mix them and share them with people. Say, hey, I'm going to do this after school tomorrow if anybody wants to come over, or have a little party, or if you belong to a book club, which one of my coaches, she's a discount coach, but she belongs to a great book club that in Massachusetts of friends that I'm even friends with that I'm not up there to enjoy. But I said to her, maybe you want to introduce that at your next book club. Hey, I'm going to bring the beverages. I'm bringing Shakeology. You belong to a church group, whatever. So that's a great way. These pamphlets are great. I live in an HOA, so we have a clubhouse. I will put my contact information right here. There's a spot right on the back, and tack them to the clipboard up at the top. And I do get people that text me once in a while and ask questions about them. In our HOA, when we have family parties and family stuff, I will be starting to do this because I think it's a great way to change up your business and not necessarily just dry up your market on Facebook as well. So if you don't have these, let me know. I have some and I can send them to you. They're great. Business cards also, if you're getting ready to that point where you think you might want to have some business cards. I know like Vistaprint has them for less than $20 for like 1,000 of them. The Team Pursuit logo is yours. It's ours to share. And Kelly also has a great template for a business card that she uses, and it has all the products on the back of it, Shakeology and Size and T25 and 21 Day Fix and all the logos. So if you're interested in doing business cards, I'm actually going to be getting my first ever. I don't have any yet, and I'm going to be getting them in the next week or two. So that's something you can tack to a little, you know, corkboard at your gym or at your local restaurant. I know Jubes in Massachusetts in Northbridge, one of our favorite restaurants, they have a little corkboard outside and you can just tack up your business cards and put them there. So think of other things outside the box, other ways to reach people besides just Facebook. But the Shake and Share might be a good idea for you to start thinking about who would you share that with. Make a couple of shaker size cups and bring a little, you know, cups, you know, stack of little plastic cups, and you're sitting on the football field, and just say, hey, I brought some Shakeology for you guys to try, and be excited about it, and let them try it and see. It's a great way to introduce it and not be pushy. So I hope that's helped you. The last thing I wanted to mention, notebook. Get yourself a notebook. If you don't have one already at a diamond, emerald level, now it's time to start getting yourself a notebook. Mine has little diamonds on it. And it's full. I mean, I have so much in here. I have the names of all the people I've reached out to for each challenge group and who's plugged into each challenge group, so I don't have to try to remember who I added to what challenge group, who's doing our monthly Shakeology groups, who's getting ready to order, who I need to check back with. Notebook is huge for you, especially if you're going to do Coach Basics again. I would highly recommend getting one for your notes. And make it about your business. It's something for you. I'm going to be making some changes to my office. I'm going to be putting up a whiteboard here and start setting some goals for myself and for our team. So I am so excited again for you guys. I hope I didn't ramble too much. The emerald level is something that I'm so excited about, and your next level is diamond, and that's huge. And the Diamond Dash training, let's give you guys a couple weeks and see how you do over the next few weeks. Let's hit Success Club, get those goals. Success Club 5 or higher, guys, every month. That's 3 people a month. You guys can do that. You really can. And then we start talking about the Diamond Dash, which is super exciting for you. I did it over the summer, and it's intensive training, 6 weeks. It's game changing. So get with me if you have any questions. I love you guys all. I'm so excited for you guys. Thank you for making Team Pursuit so amazing, and I'm so excited. We have our own Facebook page now, and we're growing, and we're helping so many people, and I just want you guys to continue to do that because it's amazing. So have a great night, guys. Reach out if you have any questions.